Hey everyone, welcome back to this channel. Today I'm going to talk about my journey with osteoporosis and what I'm doing in hopes that I can help others. So first off, I want to start off with an apology for taking so long to get back on here. I had told you that I would be back on right after Thanksgiving. And my problem was technology. I tried to learn how to edit videos myself. I lost my Thanksgiving dressing, cornbread dressing recipe that I had for y'all that I spent a lot of time on, but oh how I enjoyed eating it through the holidays. But yeah, I don't have anyone to help me with technology right now. So today I'm actually recording this on my laptop, so the quality of lighting and everything's not good as it should be, but anyway, hopefully this is going to work and I'm going to get this out on the internet today. So anyway, I'm going to tell you my story, at least part of it, because I don't want to keep you on here too long, but I have a product to share at the end that I'm really excited about that I found over the holidays, so stay tuned for that. And so right now I'm going to start with kind of telling you what happened to me. About 7 years ago, I fell and broke some bones, and then I broke some more bones, all in about the same year frame. And so when I was at the hospital, they told me I had moderate osteoporosis. And so naturally I called my doctor and they told me all the supplements to take and all that. And so I started taking them, and I took them up till about 2 years ago, maybe 3. Then I decided I wanted to start working out, actually to gain weight. I have a Bowflex, and I was working out, and I thought, I probably need to have my bones checked before I start, doing a lot of heavy duty exercise. And so I went and got a DEXA scan, and it came back and it said I had severe osteoporosis. And so that just threw me for a loop. And so I got rid of all those supplements that I was taking, and I started doing some research, and I came across AlgaeCal. And this is AlgaeCal Plus. And so I started taking that. And the reason I went with them is because they have a money back guarantee. And they help you with any questions you have. They're not doctors or anything, but they will help you with questions. So like if you're taking magnesium or something for some reason, you can just call them and say, hey, this is how many milligrams I'm taking. Is this okay? And they'll answer your questions. And so anyway, I started taking that around 2 or 3 years ago. I'm not really sure, but somewhere along in there. And I've been faithfully taking them ever since. And so, I don't want to miss anything. Another thing I learned was that stress can cause osteoporosis. Because when you're stressed, you cause an acidic condition in your body. Also, what you eat, if you eat a very acidic diet, then that too will cause the body to try to alkalize to a normal alkalinity, and it draws the calcium from your bones to alkalize your body. And I grew up eating the standard American diet, like most people. And I loved acidic food, like tomatoes was my favorite food ever, and tomato sauce and spaghetti and all that kind of stuff that I used to eat back in the day before I went vegan. And of course, I've been on a journey like this with diet. I did all raw for 7 years. I've been just vegan, which is cooked and raw. I've been, I went back to meat, clean meat and organic eggs, only with an orange yolk. I won't eat any pale yolks. But, I've been on this journey, and right now I'm back to vegan. And you may say, well, that's why you have osteoporosis. Well, no. There was a study done, and back in the day, I think it was called the China Project, but I just looked it up before I got on here, and it's now called the China Study. And it's by T. Colin Campbell, and it's actually a booklet that you can order. I think you can even get audio and everything. So if you're really interested in more study on this, then get that booklet and read it. I think they talk about that in the movie Forks Over Knives. I think they go into that and actually show the short charts on the screen. It's been a long time since I've watched Forks Over Knives, but you might want to watch that. But it talks about how that they did this study in China, and they found that the people out in the country that worked in the fields and all that kind of stuff, and they ate pretty much a poor man's diet, so predominantly vegan, because they couldn't afford a lot of meat, and if they did, it was just, they would take what we would take as a steak, and they would chop it up and stir fry it, and then they would serve it over rice and with vegetables and stuff. So anyway, what they found out was that the women that lived in the city that had a more wealthy lifestyle and could eat at the McDonald's and all those places like that moved into the big cities in China, moved into China, into the city, they were eating, just the rich foods and all that kind of stuff. And so they found that those women had more osteoporosis than anybody else in China. And then they did some more studies on some countries overseas that eat a lot of dairy, and those women had more osteoporosis than women in countries that didn't eat so much dairy. And so anyway, it's a really good study, really good book to read to get more information. So here's one of the first things you can do, since acid does pull calcium from your bones, is you want to start eating a more alkaline diet. And you can buy these little test strips. This actually comes in a little box, and I get this at my health food store. And these are just test strips. You pull off a piece like this, and you urinate on it, and then it tells you right here on the front if the color is purple looking or a dark blue. That's alkaline, but if you're over here like yellow and greenish yellow and stuff like that, you are acidic. And a funny story, years and years ago, I had bought one of these, and I didn't use it for years and years, and then I started using it. I'm talking like probably 7 years ago. I pulled it out of my cabinet. I had not used it in probably 7 years. And so then I started using it, and every time I urinated on it, it was the same color. It was this color. And I was like, oh, this thing is too old. It's not working anymore. I threw it in the trash. No, I was very acidic. It wasn't long after that, I fell and broke some bones. So anyway, you might want to get that. And then in the weeks to come, I'm going to show y'all what I eat, and I'm going to give y'all ideas on how to alkalize, because I know I heard a testimony of a woman that was also had osteoporosis, and she was doing the same thing. She was using this, and I remember her saying that she told her health care practitioner she was so aggravated because she couldn't get it to turn purple. You know, it's like, how much what do I have to eat to get this thing to get in the alkaline category? So anyway, I'm going to help y'all with that. I'm going to show y'all things to do to come. But right now we're just kind of going over the basics here, and then we'll get into more depth in videos to come. So I wanted to show you what else that I'm doing. And so the other thing that I am doing is I am using LifeWave patches. Specifically the one that is for muscles and bones, and this is called the X49, and that's what this one is for muscles and bones. And I've heard testimonies from other people that use the LifeWave patches, and they weren't even, I mean, they bought the patches, not necessarily these, but like the other ones. They would buy them and use them for something else, and then they would go to their doctor to get their annual DEXA scan done, and they would say, oh, you don't have osteoporosis anymore. And they're like, I didn't do anything different. But then they would think, hey, I was wearing X39 or X49, whatever the case was. And so anyway, this is the little patch that you wear every day, and I'll just kind of read a little bit to you about that. It is, you wear it 12 hours on to activate it, and 12 hours off to repair. So wear it during the day, take it off at night, and then reapply the patch daily. The patches can be worn on an area of concern or the locations that's shown with the little pamphlet you get when you order them. More than one patch can be applied if desired. What happens is this, when it is applied, it hits your skin, and the heat of our body is what activates a infrared light, which is, we all have that if you know anything about hunting with guns with infrared lights. It reflects back a light wave that elevates our GHK copper peptide, which is proven to activate our stem cells. And then it produces more stem cells, and then that helps your stem cells to come into a younger state. Much like when you go out in the sun, and the sunshine activates vitamin D in your body. So that's an easy way to put it. By the age 35, we've lost 50% of our stem cell activity. By the age 65, we've lost most of our stem cell activity. And so anyway, that's just kind of a little basic there. And the X49 is, it says here that it increases energy, recovery from exercise, improves cardiovascular function and focus, reduction in belly fat, increases muscle tone, strength, lean body mass, bone density. So this is what the X49 does. Okay, and so if you're interested in these, I will put a link in the description box below for this product. And let's see, what else did I want to talk about? yeah, I'll put, you know, information about everything I'm talking about today in the description box below. Okay, I know this video is getting kind of long. I'm going to end with a product that I found that I'm really excited about over the holidays. And so this product is Missy J's Carob chips. And they're unsweetened. That's the beauty of it. And I don't know if you know anything about, now this is for people that don't want any sugar and they can't or don't want caffeine, okay? So this is kind of like your chocolate substitute is Carob. And Carob in itself is sweet, where chocolate is bitter. So this has already got its own natural sweetness to it. And so, and I've used Carob chips before, and I bought Carob chips from other places. And I'm telling you, trust me on this, I have never ever found any Carob chips that taste as good as these and that melt just so silky. They just melt so good. And so anyway, I wanted to share that with y'all if anybody's looking for something like this. And here's the neat thing. The neat thing is that they also make candy. Now, I've been in the health field for all these years and teaching people how to, you know, get healthy and all that kind of stuff. I haven't ate a candy bar. Well, I couldn't even tell you when I ate a candy bar. You know, that was just like, I don't do that anymore. But these are, there's no sugar in them, you know. And they're a nice little treat, not something you want to eat every day, but it's still a nice little treat. And this particular one is Dark Delights Carob Cup with unsweetened peanut butter. It's unsweetened and it's got peanut butter in it. So that is my favorite. And then they have, and by the way, I'm not affiliated with these people. I just love their product and I'm sharing it with y'all. And then they have the unsweetened Carob mint. And let's see what else we have in here. I guess I need to get all these little candy bars out of the top here. Okay, and so they also have just a plain block of the Carob. And then again, I have a mint, because what I did was when I first found them, I got a sample pack and I just wanted to sample everything that was unsweetened. Now they do have some stuff on their site, so you have to make sure you read the ingredients before you purchase, because they do have some things on there in the way of candy bars and stuff that have, I think it was coconut sugar, I'm not sure. And then this one was interesting. I was never a coffee fan, but this was the coffee. It says coffee, quote unquote, which means it's not really coffee, so there's no caffeine in it. Yes, it's coffee without coffee. That's what it's called, and it's a Carob bar. And like I said, I've never been a coffee fan. Back in the day, I would only drink it like at family get-togethers to be social. So if you like the taste of coffee, you'll probably like this. But as you see, I haven't hardly ate any of it. So anyway, I just thought I would share that with y'all. If there's anybody out there like me that, you know, you just don't do sugar, you don't do caffeine, you might really enjoy this. So anyway, well, that's it for today, and I'm going to try my best to do this weekly and just kind of build on what I've been talking about. I'll probably not only continue to just share with y'all what I'm doing to alkalize my body, but I will probably share a recipe maybe at the end of every video. That's kind of what I want to do, but we'll wait and see. So anyway, hope y'all are having a happy new year so far, and I'll see you next time. God bless.